most cleaning business owners don't know when to hire. By 22 years old, I had over 100 cleaners working at my company. And in this video, I will go ahead and tell you when you should hire your first cleaner and where to find them. Okay. So now you guys, let's say, are at the very beginning of building your cleaning business and you're considering, are you the one who's going to do the cleaning, or are you guys going to hire someone and outsource all of the work? From the very beginning, I always say, make your life easier and hire someone that will go ahead and do the cleaning on your behalf. Give them a cut and go ahead and work on the most important part that will go ahead and give you freedom, which is building your business. That's the most important part. And when you guys are doing the cleanings yourself, that takes away from actually building your business. Okay. Anyone can do the cleaning, but there are only a few people that will go ahead and care and build your business properly. Okay. So that kind of gives you the answer. When should you hire? Right away. Don't do the cleanings, because you can hire someone that literally knows what they're doing and they'll just go ahead and do it properly. And what you have to do is just set up systems in place that will go ahead and capture feedback and filter the ones that are not good, okay, or subpar, and keep only the best ones, okay? So, like I said, by 22, we had over 100 cleaners. Eventually, we went down because a few selective great cleaners beats 100 or 200 average cleaners. Okay. So, right now, you guys probably know my story. I focus on growing Booking Koala, not my cleaning company, but I still own the cleaning company. My wife runs it. So, right now, we have about 50 to 60 great cleaners. Okay. And that took a long time to filter through them. And how do you do that? You have to have a great system behind it. Okay. So I built Booking Koala later, which will go ahead and help you to do so. And we have thousands of users that use the platform as well. So that is the first part of this video. When should you hire? And then we kind of already touched base how to actually filter them out and to only keep the good ones. So now we're going to actually talk about the part that a lot of people struggle with. So how do you find your first cleaner? And a lot of the times what I see is part of the problem is that someone doesn't believe that when you hire someone, they'll do as good of a job as you will. And that is false. Some cleaners will do even a better job than you. And that goes for any position. Earlier in the video, I said nobody's going to care about your business as much as you, which is true. But there are still professionals out there that are much better than you are at certain things, especially if they focus on one thing over and over and over again. Okay. So if you're the one focusing, all of your efforts every single day on growing your business, you might become the best person positioned to grow your business, which is the ultimate goal, right? That's what you want to do. And that's why you want to hire early, so you can focus on the stuff that actually controls the growth of your business and then allows you to achieve freedom, right? And when you hire these cleaners, you'll find the best ones that could even perform the job better than you, right? The cleaning better than you. And now you have to let yourself believe that, okay? And let go, because I know so many people literally will not hire anybody because they don't want their reputation to go down and things like that. I mean, I have family members that run businesses and it's been a small one person show forever because they believe that same exact thing, right? And, this is a huge problem. So that's the first step. You have to believe that someone else is going to do a good job and even a better job. And trust me, They will. You'll always find a cleaner that will surprise you and beat your best cleaner, okay? And your goal, of course, is going to try to keep them because they deserve to represent your company, right? You are lucky to have them. So now, once you already position yourself and let go of that thinking, now you're going to look for your first cleaner. And what is that going to be? I always say, don't spend money or a lot of money looking for your first cleaner, because a lot of businesses, there's actually a lot of businesses that rely on referral forever, nothing else. You don't get to work for that cleaning service or any service business, and it's other businesses as well, unless you came from a referred source, meaning that that's going to be forever a great strategy. And like I said, some companies only rely on that strategy, and that is the strategy that you should use to find your first cleaner, and it should be free. For example, for me, how did I find my first cleaner? It was my mom. She was actually a cleaner before we started the company, and we asked her if she would want to do it. Later, her friend had joined us as our second cleaner. And then eventually we were doing Craigslist as well, which was, I believe, free. Yeah, I think it was free when we started, so it was easy to get a lot of cleaners. But from those referrals, more referrals came to us. Okay, so I remember one person that was working for us, she had like 3 or 4 sisters. So there was like 3 or 4 people working for us from one family, which was great. They were all great, and all of that was free. And for a very long time, we were only relying on free strategies. And I mean, you could sustain a business like that. You just have to figure out how to get good referrals from your existing user base. And when you are starting out, you might not have that user base of cleaners, but you may know people like friends, family that may know people. So just ask around. You have to be willing to ask around. And if you're in business, you have to ask around, right? You have to do these things that you may not want to do. That's what makes you a business owner, right? So if you don't want to ask around, that usually is a sign to me that you're not going to go very far in business, because that's a simple thing, right? There's going to be much more challenging things in the future as a business owner than asking around friends and family if they know someone that's going to be interested in becoming a cleaner for you. And from what I've seen across so many booking quality users, that's a very, very effective strategy. Then you'll go on to, if you really truly don't have anybody, which it's always very hard for me to believe, you'll go into local things like local Facebook groups. Craigslist is still a good thing, and it doesn't cost much, especially if you're in the United States. Check your local area, make sure it's a popular thing, because if it's not a popular tool, you're just going to waste your money. Facebook is usually popular everywhere, so that's something that's going to be free and work. Another thing to help you guys out is call around local services and see if they want extra jobs. And that could be a partnership between you guys. Okay. Tell them, hey, I have a cleaning service as well, but I have extra jobs we can go ahead and give you. So there's so many things to kickstart your first, several clients, your very brand new business. And this is exactly how I would go about it. Make sure to check out my other in-depth videos about this topic and how to grow a cleaning business in general. And good luck.